Here I am yesterday, sitting on a call with a founder of his third business. We don't work together. We never have. He's never been a client. I've never been a vendor of his. We're not in each other's payroll, but we collaborate. He invites me to things, and I invite him to things. When somebody he knows needs one thing I do, he sends them my way. When somebody I know needs a thing he does, I send him his way. Nobody owes anybody an invoice for it. Nothing called on the calendar of the partnership. Just a steady current of two people building separate companies who treat each other like teammates. We get off the call, and I'm sitting there thinking about how much of my best growth across the business I've actually built has looked exactly like that call. Not transactions, collaborations. If you're a founder somewhere between $500,000 and $2 million in revenue, this is the episode I want you to sit with this week. I'm Camper. I'm the fractional CMO, COO, and founder of Venture Dane. For 20 years, I've watched founders who try to win with a slice of pie they think they're stuck with. And I've watched much smaller groups of founders do something very different. They stopped fighting for the slice. They built a bigger pie. And then everyone they collaborated with ate well. That's the move we're talking about today. A few years back, I was talking to a friend about a new mastermind. I'm a huge fan of masterminds. I've built them, I've run them, I've watched founders walk into a room of peers and walk out with a kind of clarity you can't buy from consultants because the peers know what your situation actually looks like from the inside. So my friend and I went ahead and we built one. Not for a paying audience, not as a product, just in the back, on the side, to learn what we could be created when we share a room with people we trust. We wanted to help other people understand what could be built together when nobody in the room was trying to win. What we found was simple. The minute people stop competing for the same square inch of the same market and start asking what they can create together, the conversation changes. The energy in the room, that changes. The opportunities, they multiply. That mastermind didn't make us rich. It taught us how to think. And the way to think, it turns out, is that the pie isn't fixed. The pie is fixed only when you're sitting at a table where everyone is trying to eat the same slice. A few years later, we did something at scale. We started an entire industry of collaboration between people in the healthcare market. Educators, practitioners, authors, program builders, people who, if you look at the org charts, would have been competitors. We didn't see each other as competitors. We saw each other as serving the same people. Patients at the other end, the families on the other end, the clients trying to get healthy on the other end. So we lifted each other up. We worked with one another to get large companies interested. Those larger companies would help promote our work because they wanted access to the audience we'd collectively built. So there was a lovely give and take that got the audience. We got the platform. The audience got better content from more credible sources. Across that loop, what we built spawned hundreds of books, thousands of programs, and I would put the number of people who ended up better off somewhere in the millions. Not because any of us was the most talented person in the room, because none of us tried to be the only person in the room. So back to the call I started with. We got off, and later that day, I was on another call talking about the market, and somebody looked at me and he said, "The pie is so much bigger than you think it is. There's plenty of pie for everyone." And that was Travis Houston. And he was right. And I'm thanking him here on the record, because in many ways, all of us are still starting out, and we need each other to point out from time to time, lest we forget. And I did. Even after 20 years of building, after writing books with people, after building healthcare collaboration industry, after running masterminds with friends, I still catch myself sometimes thinking about the market as a fixed thing, and it's not. There's a Beatles line that I've held for many years. I get by with a little help from my friends. And that's not a sentimental line for me. That's been one of the actual operating strategies for a long time. And it's paid for itself thousands of times over. Here's what these three stories share. The call yesterday, the mastermind we built in the back, the healthcare industry that lifted everyone in it. In every one of them, the move was the same. We stopped treating somebody who serves the same customer as a competitor for the slice. We started treating them as a collaborator who could help us bake a bigger pie. And every one of them, the math worked out better for both sides than the competitive math would have. If you're a founder somewhere between $500,000 and $2 million in revenue, here's the question I want to plant. Who in your network right now are you treating as a competitor when they could be a collaborator? I sit across the table from founders every week who, if I look at the actual market position, they are not in a zero-sum fight with the company they're worried about. They serve the same customer profile. They solve a completely different problem the customer needs both. And both founders are spending energy on the wrong battle. But Camper, you might say, what about the real competitors, the ones that do exactly what I do? Two things. First, even those people can be co-competition partners in specific projects. Joint research, shared infrastructure, industry standards. Look at Bluetooth. Berenger and Nielsen wrote a whole book about this in 1996. The idea isn't new, it just isn't understood. Secondly, and more importantly, the ones who do exactly what you do are almost never the constraint on your growth. Your real constraint is the customer who needs three things and you're only selling one of them. Find the people who sell the other two. Make it easier for the customer to get all three. That's the collaboration that matters. Now here's three actions, each one designed to surface a collaboration, build on a shared piece, and measure the lift that both sides get honestly. Take a sheet of paper, across the top, write the customer profile you actually serve. Make it specific, not small business owners, but specificity is important. The founder running a $1.2 million Shopify health and wellness brand who's drowning on CAC and can't keep up with the content. The cardiologist transitioning out of a practice into teaching career who needs an audience and a platform. The lawyer who's trying to turn a 25-year courtroom career into a book and a speaking circuit. List 5 people in your network who serve that same customer with completely different offerings. Not 5 competitors, 5 complements. The accountant who handles their books while you handle their marketing. The fractional CFO who manages the financial model while you build the launch system. The CRM consultant who handles the tech stack while you handle the strategy on top of it. The voice coach who helps them get on camera while you help them turn the video into a body of work. You'll be surprised how full that list is once you really start writing it down. Most founders never do. They carry it along as a vague feeling of I know people is not a collaboration field. A specific list of 5 named people with what each one does sitting on a piece of paper in front of you is a collaboration field. That's the move that turns relationships into infrastructure. A vague network is not a network. A named network of specific roles is. Pick one person off the list, just one. Don't try and systematize 5 collaborations at once. Pick one where the customer overlap is highest and the trust is already there. Then build one shared piece together. It could be a joint webinar where you teach 20 minutes and refer the other work to the other 20. You could co-author a guide that lives on both of your sites. You could be a referral handoff document with named roles and triggers. It'd be a co-hosted dinner with 8 clients you both invite. It could be a podcast you both appear on. It could be a worksheet you both put your name to. The shared piece is the wedge, not a contract. Not a percentage, not an LLC, one piece of work that exists in the world that wouldn't exist without the 2 of you. When my friend and I built that mastermind in the back, the mastermind itself was a shared piece. We weren't trying to monetize it. We were trying to learn what we could create together. The piece taught us the answer. In the healthcare collaboration industry, the shared piece took a lot of different shapes. The book one of us wrote, where the other one was a contributor. A program one of us ran, the other referred other people to. A large company stage we collectively brought the audience to. The shared pieces were the connective tissue that turned a group of independent operators into something the market started to recognize as an industry. You know it's a shared piece when the customer can tell from the outside that the two of you have built something together. The recognition is the lift. That recognition is the new market. The relationship with a shared piece of content, a relationship with a shared piece of leverage. This is the one most founders skip, side benefit. If you build one shared piece and only one side benefits, you don't collaborate. You ran a one-way promotion. That's fine occasionally, and it's not the model. The model is mutual lift. So after 60 days, sit down with the collaborator, look at three things on both sides. What revenue or pipeline did each of us get out of this? Be specific, not it felt good, specific. What capacity did each of us pick up that we didn't have before? Sometimes the best collaboration teaches you something that ends up worth more than the immediate revenue. What's the next thing we want to build together if we want to keep doing this? If neither party has an answer to that, the collaboration was a one-off, and that's fine. Move on. If both parties have an answer, you found the start of an actual partnership cadence. Most founders stop at the first. Collaboration because they never run that 60-day review. The collaboration delivered some value, but nobody named it. Nobody measured it. And nobody designed the next one. The relationship goes dormant. 6 months later, you've drifted apart and you wonder why. The 60-day review is the cheapest investment with the highest yield in any collaboration playbook I've ever run. The collaboration that gets measured, the collaboration that compounds, the one that doesn't get measured is the one that honestly fades. 3 things to take from this. 1, the pie is bigger than you think. Almost always. You're not in a zero-sum fight with the company you're worried about. You're in a customer-serving relationship with a company you never thought to call. 2, collaboration runs on 3 moves. Map a specific name collaboration. Field and build a shared piece with this one collaborator one time. Measure the lift on both sides in 60 days. Every time. 3, competition, it's expensive. Collaboration compounds. The math has been published for 30 years. Blue ocean strategy, cooperation. We've known this since 1996. Founders still default to the wrong frame because the wrong frame is what they were taught. If you want the collaboration map, the worksheet that surfaces 5 named collaborators in your network, scores them on a customer overlap and complementary offering, and tells you which one to call first, it's in the description and pinned in the comments below this episode. It takes about 15 minutes. Bring your contact list. What I'd love you to do this week is name 5 people in your network who serve the same customer with different offering. Names on a page, that's all. Don't email them yet. Just write the 5 names down. Then put comments below. Drop the role of the most surprising one, the collaborator you've been treating as background noise. Let's continue this conversation and let's learn from each other, because somewhere in those comments is the collaborator that turns into the next industry. I look forward to talking to you soon. Cam.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode on the Strategy Session, where we take your business from stuck to unstoppable. Here's another video I think you'd enjoy. If you found these insights valuable, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest videos. Remember, you're not just marketing, you're making history with Venture Gained.